Most folks are happy to have one successful career, but Mark Seliger is already well into number 2. 20 years ago, he was an acclaimed photographer, shooting for magazines such as Vanity Fair and Rolling Stone.
Then he gave in to his other passion, music, and for a decade he's led the alternative country band Rusty Truck. They're out now with their second full-length album, Kicker Town, and we're delighted to welcome Mark Seliger and Rusty Truck to the Second Cup Cafe. Mark.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
You
So
actually, this interest in songwriting, and you've sort of called yourself, I think, a reluctant songwriter, came when you were out on the road on photo shoots, right?
Yeah. Well, I spent a lot of time in planes and airports, and so whenever I would have some free time, get a line that would come to me, and being visual, I think that sort of cinematically turned into a song. And it's like a nagging child, you just kind of have to put it down, so.
How do you characterize your sound? What is it?
Well, I think of it as kind of lonesome music rather than country. It's that was coined by Jacob Dylan, but it's melancholy, it's familiar, I hope. Growing up in Texas, it's all about 3 chords, so you keep it very simple and just kind of right from the heart. And there's the double entendre, which is the classic songwriting trick in sort of 70s country, like George Jones. And I have one song that's called Just Hold the Mayo But Never Let Me Go, and it's a song about falling in love with a waitress. And that's, that was, part of that departure.
You took over 100 cover photos for Rolling Stone.
150 covers.
10 years you were the head photographer for them.
Yeah.
A favorite shot?
I would say, boy, that's hard.
I know you like the Johnny Cash picture you love, right?
Well, the Johnny Cash was really a memorable experience for me because, meeting Johnny was obviously like an icon, and I was a huge fan. But I noticed when he was on stage that he flipped his guitar over on his back when he sang the night before we shot. So it gave me this idea to photograph him that way, and it it really became sort of a signature picture of him from there. So it's always an amazing moment to be able to work with the people that you are passionate about in terms of their art as well.